Hello everyone, welcome back. 7 Days to Die on console, PlayStation 4, or Xbox One. This is day 4 of your survival guide. So I didn't have a lot of stuff to craft tonight, so I slowly but surely kind of made it a little bit nicer up here. Someone's been at my front door making noise all night. You can hear him down there. Let's see if he's breaking the door now. Fix this thing, huh? Big hole right here. Fix this all up nice and good. I think they're right outside. Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! They're digging. They dug a hole. Lady, you crazy? Look at it. She dug a hole in my front porch. That was a total hit. What the dealio? All right, anyway, so now that it's day 4, it's about time we start making preparations to build a forge. And in order to build a forge, you need to hunt animals, okay? You need animal hide. And in order to make better tools, you need a forge. So it's kind of... I didn't try and take a screenshot. I tried to... Ooh, 7.62 ammo. I tried to scavenge, you dumb game. The deuce. PlayStation's like, listen, man, you can't do that. Well, I wasn't trying to do that. All right, we better go repair our porch. I thought she was breaking my door. That way I would have replaced it with one of those metal doors I found at the tool store. Wow, look at this floor. What the deuce? How many blocks? 5 blocks they decided to break. Really? How about now? I don't know. Sometimes they come in at weird angles, right? So she came in at a weird angle. There's a zombie right next to me. Come in at a weird angle. Instead of jumping up there, decided to just go and start taking out my porch, which is not cool. That guy's a little crazy looking. Hey, I'm gonna wash my hair. I need to wash my hair. He's dead on his feet. He's dead on his feet with nothing to offer. What the dealio? Alright, stop messing up my porch. I don't need to double these up after all. That looks good. Wow, sometimes the the little stutter really gets you. Do need that reinforced. All right, that looks good. This piece. Can't have holes in your porch. All right. So we have to finish the back of the Shotgun Messiah store. And then from there, what we're going to want to do is start working toward... Let's see. What would that be under? Resources? No. Tools and traps. What would they put it under? So we need a bellows. Oh, shoot. I might be dead. Get chopped, son. Get chopped. That's the dangerous thing about looking your stupid inventory. Get chopped on, son. I'm still wearing like plant fiber clothes too, so my clothes don't help me with concussive damage or anything. Lay down and stay down, son. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right, anyway, bellows is the first thing and the hardest thing to get for the forge. So let's look at that. Bellows. You need 20 animal hide. That's the kicker right there. 20 animal hide. So, let's see. Hold on. You know what I might do? I might get some bones off these guys. Let me get I hear noises. All right, bone. We want to drop the rotting flesh, and with the bone, we would like to make a bone shiv. Right, so when we're collecting hides, we'll use the bone shiv. You can use your axe, but I think they want you to use like a knife, machete, or a bone shiv, something like that. So let's finish the back room of the Shotgun Messiah. Then we're gonna have to do some hunting. Because look, we're starting to get to the point where we're gonna be taking them on consistently, you know. And we want to get to where we can get some better weapons. We want to be able to where we can craft this guy, the iron pickaxe and the fireman's axe. In order to do that stuff, you got to have a forge. Again, the hardest part about the forge is definitely getting the animal hide at first, because I mean, once you have a gun, no big deal. Oh, you know what? I think I made some blueberry pies I forgot to get. I might have to run back there. Well, we'll finish this off. We should be okay. I mean, I had 2 blueberries, and I had corn, and I had eggs, so I was able to make 2 blueberry pies, but I didn't take them out of the thing yet, out of the campfire. So that's where we're at here. Day 4, my goal is to work toward a forge. All right, a little bandana. I feel it really putting a burden on my system right now, apparently. So this thing is good to wear. This will keep you cool. A bandana actually will keep you cool. Now you can craft bandanas with just a little bit of cloth. So if you need to do that. Now, we've got to find some animals. It's easier said than done. Since we're here, I might as well get a little bit more yucca fruit. 5 skill points to spend. It's delish. Not sure what we want to spend them on yet. Contemplating maybe still going with scavenger, because, you know, increasing the bow, if you spend a lot of points in that, once you get your first weapon, it's almost like you don't really want to go back. You know, you're like, hey, I got a gun now. What do I want with the bow anymore? Yes, it's silent. It doesn't attract attention. That's one good thing about it. But wasting points in there, I say wasting, spending points in there to do, like, what did I put in there? I think I put like 6 points in there or something, and only increased it 5% damage. That's not very good. 5% damage. I don't think this one's gonna, oh, it did give me 2. Interesting. I do need plant fibers too. These are actually, I mean, if these are around and like I was out of plant fibers, this is way better to get the cactus than just getting plant fibers, because they're going to give you the yucca fruit. Now, yeah, the fullness level is not that much, but if you're starving and you need just to either tide yourself over for the night or until you find the next loot location, eat some yucca fruit, man. It's good for you. And I need more stone. The other thing I forgot to mention, but now that we're talking about building a forge, or we're gearing toward getting the resources to build a forge, because I've been upgrading this stone axe, when it's time for me to craft my first iron, I'm not going to start from level 1 brown. It will be this level. So it's way cheaper to buy to upgrade this than it is to waste iron. So it's like, by the time you get a forge, if you've done day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 correctly, you're gonna have a really good pick and a really good fireman's axe. Yeah, it works out pretty good. Works out pretty good. All right, let's try this fireman's axe out on this tree. Whee! So it's hitting for, what is that? It keeps making swamp noises. Mining tools. They consider fireman's axe a mining tool. Apparently. I need to build my stamina. Let's eat one of these. There we go. Look at that stamina increase. So that's one of the side effects of it. Not only giving you Its main thing is to give you stamina, actually, not food, but it does give you some fullness, which is beneficial. So if you're a little hungry and you're running out of stamina, eat yourself a yucca fruit. It's delicious. Why does this feel like it's taking longer than this? This one swings faster. Do you notice that? So when they're low level, or pretty close to level, you might as well use the one that swings faster because you'll actually get the stuff faster. I'm keeping my eye out for animals while we're doing this, but piggies and deer. Now, if there's a bear, you will get a lot of hide and meat from a bear. The only problem is you'll probably die. You'll probably die taking on a bear with a bow and arrow with only this amount of stamina. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. I don't recommend it. But if you're feeling froggy, if you're feeling like you like to jump and get yourself a bear, go for it, man. Run it around in circles. It's got a better reach than the zombies do, and it hits you once, it'll stun you, it'll hit you again, and you're dead. So you cannot get hit by it. That's the kicker. You can't get hit by it. This thing is nowhere near as good as this. Nowhere near. That's why it's... Hey, keep using this right up until you get either equal or better iron stuff, because this is way better even with no stamina. Eat again. It's weird. I haven't paid attention necessarily to this sound effect of a swamp. It sounds like a swamp. It's this unique biome. We are by water, so maybe that's what it is. Alright, we need some animals. Problem is, the animals are pretty crafty, man. They can get away from you. They can get away from you. These little things will yield you some wood, too. These little driftwood. Not driftwood, but deadwood. Deadwood. Alright. Take that. I actually could use some more feathers now. I'm completely out of feathers. I could only make 9 feathers through the, or 9 arrows through the night because I didn't have any feathers. So finding some of those would be pretty good. We can go and check this house. Door's unlocked. Hey, this one actually has a fridge in it. So the one I picked didn't have a fridge. Ooh, I'll take its candle. I'll take your candle. Nothing to see here. It's giving us some cloth. Probably end up making some clothes, some cloth clothes. Now you can collect cotton from the fields, and it takes 2 cotton for 1 cloth. So that's kind of cool. You can search the toilets too, and there's some murky water in there. Sometimes there's a piece of poo in there. And I'll leave that up to you guys. I'll leave that up to you. I'm not one for searching the toilets. There's other people that like to search toilets. I'm not one of them. Alright, so these are like little trash areas. So there's trash to be looted in here. And sometimes there's a bad guy in here like that dude. Sometimes there's a safe or a backpack up on top of that dumpster. So we got a couple of zombags in here. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Oh, didn't make it. You can jump. There's actually a safe in there. Whoa! Swing there's a safe in there, but you have to break it. You have to break it open. It's usually 1,000 to 2,500 to break it, so leave that to your choosing. Is there any feathers around here? Feathers, please. Okay, so in here's a bag. You can see it there. The little bit of stutter is not going to let me do that. But you can jump up and just have your crosshairs aimed at it, and it will allow you to access it without having... You can put down a crate, too, if you want, just to climb up there. So it works just as well. Still looking for animals. That's our main goal right now. When you're in some of the forested areas, you'll find deer a lot more. So the biomes, there are better biomes to find animals in, but sometimes you're stuck with what you got. Like if we're hanging out here, this is kind of our place right now. Now there are some houses that have forges in them, and they're traditionally out on their own, out in the middle of nowhere. And some of them look like that house, like a burnt house. So it wouldn't hurt for me to search these burnt houses to make sure there's not a forge in one of them. Some of these houses have spikes around them too, so be careful of that. Did I open this? See, sometimes there's a forge sitting right here next to the fireplace. Get some leather from this. I don't have the leather. I didn't read the leather tanning book yet, so I can't do anything with leather, but it's nice to start collecting it. Oh, this one actually has a kitchen in it. I'll take your candle here in a second. Okay. Nothing there. All right. Nothing there. In your trash bin. Whoa, trash bin. Take that. Nothing to see here. All right. Go check upstairs. This is kind of a... This is one I would have rather had because it has stair. You know, it's a natural second story. But it's all right. Give me that cloth. Pretty easy to find cloth. Again, if you can't, I mean, if you can just get cotton out of the fields, it's so much easier. You can collect hundreds of cotton, and before you know it, you'll have an unlimited supply of cotton or cloth fibers. This is kind of actually a cool one when this house here in comparison to mine, but whatever. Would have made for a good upstairs. Really dark in here. Let's grab this candle. I searched that. There's somebody waiting for you out front. Just run past him. Just run past him. I still haven't seen any animals. Now, what are the possibilities of one of these other houses in close proximity to mine actually having a forge in it already? It's possible. Days like this could be, well, you could say wasted. I'll say spent with not a lot of stuff found, unfortunately. You know, sometimes it just happens. But we're on the lookout for animals, and they're hard to find, or one of these houses with a forge next to it, and this is not going to be one of them, but I'll take your candle and your cloth. Should we check upstairs? Yep, check upstairs. Take your chair. Alright, we're going to be able to at least make ourselves some cloth clothes instead of wearing plant fiber. You're not going to take it? Why do I have sham sandwich on me? No sham sandwich for me. No sham sandwich for meaty. Alright. This is, like I said, the part where you've kind of established yourself, right? You've established yourself. You got a base of operations, which, you know, it's not even really important as of right now, because what's important is where you first put down your forge, okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to be melting stuff down in your forge. And you can't really take that with you. What you can do is turn it into iron bars or steel bars or whatever kind of bars you're going to make, and then you take that with you, and then you just make another forge somewhere else. Just looking, none of these houses are going to have forges in them. Oh, luckily I brought myself a spare. One spare for you, none for me. Give me your candle, man. That's all these houses are good for, is stealing their candles. Now you can make candles with animal fat. You can render it down to make tallow, and you can make yourself candles. Candles are pretty good lighting. All right, those are the graveyards. Got to keep a lookout. We might have dogs approaching. Again, I don't know exactly what they did with this version, but there are versions where dogs come out sometimes on day 3 or 5, prepping you for day 7 of madness. There's a lot of stutter spikes in this. I hear a zombie in here. It's really, I need a, the miner's helmet is really good to have because you can turn it on, you can see everywhere, and it's not traditionally not too bright to where it over contrasts everything, where everything looks white. Sometimes I have to push the buttons 2 or 3 times because it's in the middle of a bit of a stutter. It's okay. Alright, so like I said, we haven't found much. Don't see any animals. We may have to gear up and go hunting somewhere else. Find ourselves another biome. Those areas in there are a little bit, it's a risk-reward thing. You choose whether you want to go in there and take them on to loot a couple trash piles, because that's really what's in there. And then if there is a safe in there, you're gonna have to have a good pick really to get into it. So, like, that's the back of the store. This is my house. I really could use, let's see. Yeah, you know what we need? If nothing else, I need to find me some feathers. The other thing is, be prepared with some beer or something for your stamina, because when you're hunting animals, you're going to have to take off and chase these fools. How much plant fibers? I have plenty of plant fiber. You're going to have to chase them down, and you're going to run out of stamina, and they're going to get away from you, and you're going to get frustrated. So have some beer on you. Beer will give you a stamina buff for a set amount of time, which is really handy. Really handy. Not seeing a whole lot of nests here, unless they're just hiding. Kind of moving kind of fast to see them, though. How's our stones? 140. We could use some more stone, but definitely could use feathers. Make more arrows to get our bow ranked up. Maybe if we could make a couple hundred arrows, we might be able to get that bow up into the 300s, get it into the green level, which it will do more damage. It'll definitely do some more damage, so. Irregardless, we keep making our stone axes, like I said, so that way when we do get a forge and we make our first iron tools, they're going to be green, at least. Who knows? Depending on how long it takes me to find animals, they might end up being blue. How much wood do we have? We have almost 1,000 wood, so we're good on that. Not having good luck with nests. They can really hide in here. Desert areas and those clear areas make them so much easier to find because there's not as much brush, you know? There's not as much brush. Come on, nests. Moving around a little fast. A little bit fast to find them. They're being pretty elusive in this area. Sometimes if you walk the edges, you can see them easier too, spawned in. That's my house right there. We're at 1654. We're not doing too bad. You can walk a path and find one. Come on, baby. I'll go back and eat some blueberry pie when I get back. I've got 2 in the campfire. Wow. There's just no nests around here. All you need is a couple. Like, some of the nests can yield you 20 plus feathers, which is pretty good. Get a couple of those, before you know it, you can make 100 arrows. Let's see what this guy's got. You got anything in here? No. Where are all the birds at? Where are all the birds at? You remember, like, day 1 or day 2, remember I found so many. I even stopped collecting because I had like 200 feathers in just one little area. Haven't seen any animals either. I think we're going to have to venture out. So we're going to be up against a little bit of a dilemma, okay? We have to gauge it correctly for day 7. Before day 7, we're going to need to shore up the first level of our house, because they're going to attack us. They're going to attack at night, and they'll bring that house to the ground if you're not careful. So we're going to need to do that, which is going to take some time during the day to do it. We're going to need daylight to see. I'm not seeing any arrows. How many arrows do we have? We have 191. I'm not worried about running out of arrows. I'm just trying to have them so I can rank up. Oh, that was really... I'm a little surprised. There's a bag. Somebody left their backpack here. How many of their books for school? We're gonna have to scrap some stuff here real quick. Scrappy. 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 Oops. Read. And read. Take this. Drop it. I guess we can keep the iron arrowheads. I don't need this. Drop it. I think I'm hungry. I need that. I want that hat. Did I already have a hat on? Cowboy hat on? Iron reinforced club. All right, we'll take all that. Did I already have a hat on? I must have. All right, I might be dying of starvation or something. Let's get some yucca up in us. See where we're at. No, not too bad. Not doing too bad. I haven't put any perk points in the food or drink, so I think we're doing fine. I think you're better off putting it in scavenger early on, because you're going to be looting, like looting and looting and looting, right? That's going to be your main thing, is looting. So you're going to be getting better stuff. All right, we got to go back. Can't believe we couldn't find any feathers. That kind of blows. You take the good with the bad, though. 1851, but our inventory's full anyway. We got to get back. Got a tire. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know how much our house is actually going to survive. Okay, so we have one candle down here, which is probably enough. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to reinforce this a little bit. So today was not a wasted day. The whole time I was looking for animals, okay, because we're gearing toward a forge. Was also looking for feathers. So you can't, just because we didn't really get a whole lot done, it's still part of it. Up until you're pretty geared up, you got to just do this. Now we got to be more careful, though, because day 5, possibly could yield us roaming dogs. Day 7 is going to yield us hordes. Hordes of zombies that come in and want to eat our brains. This kind of stuff that I'm doing right now is going to be necessary to fend them off for day 7. They'll find you. Make sure, I don't think I said this before, but make sure you don't have food in your inventory at night when you're doing your stuff, right? So there it is. I made 2 blueberry pies. All right, nice. So we'll crouch down and spend the night up here doing our thing. That's going to do it for us on day 4, you guys. Day 5 could yield us a death. We got to be careful. When it comes to dogs, you're going to want to have some sort of cloth armor on. You're going to want to have a melee tool. A melee. So we're either going to make one. We'll figure out what to do with the melee. But when the dogs come, you have a better chance of meleeing them away from you or killing them than you do with the bow. It's just too darn slow. All right, that's going to do it. 7 Days to Die on console, survival guide, day 4. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on day 5.